Hey, WWE YouTube Universe or YouTube Nation. Hope all you guys are having a great Tuesday so far. If any of you guys are watching this episode on Wednesday, then happy Hump Day and Wednesday. But since it is Tuesday, I'm going to say happy beloved Tuesday, but happy Wednesday Eve and Hump Day Eve as well. So anyway, guys, in this episode, we are going to talk about CM Punk, the former World Heavyweight Champion. CM Punk. We're basically going to take a look back at what he said on Monday Night Raw last night on the Raw after WrestleMania, because I really wanted to talk about it and take a little look back and everything he said. So that's basically what we're going to talk about in this episode. Okay, Lazarus. So last night on Raw, CM Punk came out to the ring, kind of like his entrance was on night 2 of WrestleMania. Came out with no music. Everything was pure black and all that. And I do want to know what you guys thought of that entrance last night on Monday Night Raw. But anywho, in the meantime, I wanted you guys to go out and I wanted to talk about what he talked about last night, if that makes any sense, okay? CM Punk, just less than 24 hours after losing his World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania, he really, he got my attention because he got what I would call real with the WWE Universe, in the past couple of months leading up to WrestleMania. CM Punk lost his longtime trainer, his dog Larry, and a lot of people that are like behind the scenes in the WWE, from the catering to the trucks, the producing, the makeup and hair team, and all of that. And he mentioned their names, and these are people that, that CM Punk called family. He called them his family. And you kind of understand that the life CM Punk was brought up was different than most WWE superstars, okay? CM Punk's childhood was different than John Cena's. CM Punk was not just born in the city of Chicago, but he had to, in his own terms, go out and find his own family. CM Punk's childhood, believe it or not, was not the childhood I had. It was not the childhood John Cena had. It was not the childhood of Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. This was a guy that literally had a rough upbringing. He was not born into the WWE, as I would say. He was not given the tools. He had to go out on his own and find what he wanted to do. And he went out onto the independent scenes, and he, was wrestling in high school gyms or abandoned barns or abandoned churches, that was not just, passion. That was to, make money. And again, being on the independent scenes of wrestling, does not pay very well. But CM Punk did that for a long time. That was even before he got to the WWE to make himself, relevant. And growing up and being in the independent scenes, guys, it really, CM Punk talked about like how bad he wanted to be a WWE superstar, yet alone be a WWE World Champion, okay? And CM Punk was very proud of carrying the World Heavyweight Championship. I gotta be very honest with you. CM Punk, last night on Raw, he talked about when he beat the Ring General and the Career Killer Gunther to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. And he said he ended up being the World Heavyweight Champion for only 3 minutes before Seth freaking Rollins cashed in on him. And, I like what he said about that. He's like, at 43 years old, being the World Heavyweight Champion for only 3 minutes, not that bad. That's the Sunday cherry on top. Most men, like Drew McIntyre, would be, I'm going to go out there, and make excuse after excuse after excuse. And, CM Punk then said losing that World Heavyweight Championship to Seth freaking Rollins was very, motivating. He used the term that I had to keep myself ready because you never know when another opportunity is going to fall out of the sky. And then he's like, and then Seth Rollins got hurt and had to force up the World Heavyweight Championship. And then he's like, I win a number 1 contenders match. And then I end up beating Main Event Jey Uso to once again become the new World Heavyweight Champion. And he's like, don't get me wrong. He's like, I like to yeet as well. But it was like, CM Punk really, I think last night his speech on Raw was what you could call motivational. And he just said that, now I feel as free as a bird. He's like, because he's like, I gotta keep myself ready. He's like, sure, I could have gone home with my wife, AJ Lee, and I could have ate donuts on the couch. But he's like, no. He's like, I need to keep myself ready because he's like, you never know when another world title opportunity is going to fly out of the sky and reach you. Okay, and I thought that was a great way of putting it, for a guy that was less than 24 hours after losing the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. He was pretty upbeat about it. But I also like how CM Punk mentioned the people of his family. And this is not blood family I'm talking about. This is family they're not blood, but they were family. And I fully respect CM Punk mentioned all the people that are behind the scenes in the WWE that make the WWE so great. And that's the people in catering, the makeup, the hair, the production, the truck drivers. And really, without them, the WWE would not be like it is today. And CM Punk made that very, very blatantly clear. Okay, so, but, I'm not talking about what the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes did. Because, that's a different story. But yes, guys, Cody Rhodes did walk to the ring after CM Punk's segment. And CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, they had a little conversation, And so I got to be very honest with you guys. I want to know what you guys thought of CM Punk's little promo last night. So you guys can definitely let me know down below in the comment section. But there was a lot of heartfelt, a lot of love, that CM Punk did. And I really appreciate what he did. It shows a lot about him and all that. But I would love to know what you guys thought of his segment down below in the comments.